This is a newest addition to my clock collection. This is a family heirloom, because this clock was my great-grandparents' wedding gift. They got it along with some Christian painting. Yes, that's this clock going off. And it's been on our cottage for possibly 70 years by now. And I took it home for the winter because it was oiled. I warn you, it wasn't me who oiled it, by some weird grease, which was not meant for clocks. And it is possible that over the years, during the winter, it could possibly get completely stiff and the clock would not be able to run. So I took it home for the winter and cleaned it off a bit, and it works perfect. Now the only issue about this clock is that it strikes about 5 minutes later, and it's not held on by a washer, but in fact it's held by a nut, as you can see, which is held or secured by tape, because if it wouldn't be there, the hands would be really, well, this hand would be flimsy as hell. It still kind of is, but it was flimsy even when I moved it to front. And now it's at least a bit more secured. This clock is probably from about 1930's, I think. It's a German mantle clock, and it strikes on half hour and hour with a bim bam chime on 3 chime rods. Here's a look at the back of the movement. As you can see, here are the 3 hammers, here are the 3 chime rods, and here's the pendulum, which is for some reason slightly tilted to the side, but it doesn't seem to affect the clock. It's still running. And actually, this whole mechanism to me seems kind of unusual. Maybe it is common, but I've never seen a mantle clock hammers where, well, it is more common on American clocks like sessions, but I've never seen it on the German clocks, that they just have like these strings which move the hammers. Now I'll show you the strike. Just gotta find... There we go. That's the half hour. Now it should strike 3 times, I think. Yep, there we go, 3 times. On here, it says speed 12, which I haven't found out what it means. And I also haven't found out what this little rack, or how to call it, is there on the clock. What is it supposed to do? Also forgot to mention this little chip on the back of the clock, but that doesn't really affect the working of the clock, or the running of the clock, to be more correct. Now from the front. And there we go. The clock is a bit dirty, I'll clean it off later. But for its age, no, it's not really that old, but still, for the place where it was sitting on the whole time, it's not really in terrible condition, despite this little chip on the back. The bezel on the front is, yeah, a bit rusty. Same for the hands, but otherwise the clock works just perfect. Here's how the key looks like. It's a original one, I think. Yeah, it should be. This one is a bit rusty, but it does work absolutely perfect. Anyways, thank you for watching this in-depth video at my newest clock. If you liked the video, you can give it a like and maybe subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next video.